Hi, I'm Wes from 8 Ounce Coffee. Today we're going to be looking at three of our most popular grinders. The first is our entry-level hand grinder, the Hario Slim. The second is our premium hand grinder from Porlex Japan. And finally, we'll be looking at the electric grinder from Baratza, the Sete 270. So this is the Hario Slim grinder. It's made out of plastic. It's shatterproof, so it's going to be great for traveling. It has a grind bin and a plastic hopper with a lid. And it also has a handle, which is essential for grinding coffee. It has a ceramic burr set, which is the most important part of this grinder. This allows you to set the grind of the coffee. And to do this, you just turn this locking nut, and the locking nut is going to make sure that you can be consistent, and those clicks are going to make sure you're consistent every time when you're grinding your coffee. It is a great little grinder which is perfect for people who maybe want to upgrade from a blade grinder at home or they want to have a travel grinder which is just relatively inexpensive but still does a really good job. This is the Porlex grinder. This is another Japanese company. They make, as you can see, a very sleek and sexy grinder. It is thin, so really easy to hold and grasp. That's great for packing in your bag or for gripping when you're grinding. It's fully stainless steel, which makes it super resilient. There's no connectors or shims in here, plastic shims, to hold these in place. They're engineered so they pop on and off, which is really important for a travel grinder. There are less parts to break. The lid has the same functionality. So this comes in several different parts, but not too many. It's a really simple construction, and that's really good for a travel grinder because you want less things to break. This is the bean hopper. It has about a capacity of 42 grams, which again is going to be perfect for a couple of cups of coffee. You then have a little spring in there which provides some resistance. The outer burr slots in, the inner burr goes on top, and then you have this locking nut. This is the nut that closes this burr set together and allows you to change the grind easily. Now, to change grind consistently, as this is clicks, you need to set your burr to a 0 point. To do that, you attach your handle, wobble the handle a little, until you can't turn that anymore. And that's your 0 point. So now, for example, if I wanted to grind for an AeroPress, I've turned it 7 times, and that's the grind I need for my AeroPress. If I'm grinding with this particular grinder, I put the coffee into the top, put the lid on, and just grind. And using both hands as leverage makes it much easier to grind than many others. This produces an excellent grind distribution, which is going to give you a really well-balanced cup of coffee, all the way from Turkish, if you like drinking Turkish coffee, all the way to French press. A great grinder producing a really good grind quality. The final grinder I want to talk about today is the Baratza 270 Sete. It's Baratza's latest grinder. It is innovative, more innovative than any grinder that we've come across before. It looks sleek, looks really great, but really it's about what's inside that makes this so good. But we're going to start with a hopper. The hopper is a shut-off hopper, so you can easily remove coffee from the hopper when it's in there. It's made of plastic. We then have the display here. Now this is the control panel here. You can have presets of time, and literally you just press play or stop. Pretty simple, and you can store 3 different times in there depending on how much coffee you want to grind. If we move a little further down, this is a really important part of this grinder. These forks move up and out. Basically what this allows you to do is if you're grinding espresso, you can use this and have your portafilter rest on here without holding onto it while you grind coffee. If you want to grind directly into a V60 or into a receptacle that comes into this, a grinds bin, then you just widen this up and rest it in there, and you can grind directly into that brewer or straight into the grinds bin. We then move on to the burst set. A really important thing about any grinder or any equipment you use to make coffee is it's always super clean, which can be really frustrating when you have grinders at home that you have to take apart to clean the burst set. Now, Baratza have addressed this really elegantly with this grinder, and the way they've done that is just literally make it a twist on and a twist off and a screw on burr, which is great. And as you can see from this, you can see you have multiple adjustments. You have both a macro and a micro adjust, allowing you to really control grind, particularly as it's a stepless grinder. The other really nice thing about this design is this is the grind chute. So when you grind, the grinds are coming directly from the burst set, which means you don't get any residual grind left in there after each grinding, which just means less cross-contamination of coffees and less holding of old grinds in there, impacting the flavor of the coffee that you're brewing. Another really important feature of this grinder is the outer burst set. It's the outer burst set that moves on this grinder. Baratza have been working on this technology for a long time. And the outcome of that is that you get less fines across all the range of grind, which means you get a more balanced cup with less over extraction. So today I've shown you 3 grinders. First, perfect entry-level grinder for someone who doesn't want to spend maybe a lot of money, but wants to get a really good quality and increase of coffee and increase the quality of what they're brewing at the moment. It's going to be great for people who are on a budget or are moving up from a blade grinder. We then have the perfect travel grinder, which is the Porlex. It's small, it's light, it has an amazing grind distribution, meaning you get better quality coffee. It's just great to carry around. And of course you can buy spare parts for this one, which means that if you do lose a part while you're traveling, we can just replace it for you. And finally, you have the best home electric grinder we've come across. An amazing grind distribution, really sleek on your counter, very fast, grinds a dose of coffee in around 5 seconds. So if you've enjoyed the video today, make sure you give us a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, you can contact us on social media, and you can see more details about all these products on our website. Thanks so much.